Hello everyone and welcome to Panzer Corps. This is not the grand campaign yet, but it's the start of a grand campaign. I'm going to play it on Rommel. And right now I play another grand campaign where I play Rommel -2. And this campaign I will continue with, and I will play this here as well. So there will be two campaigns. But this Panzer Corps here will be totally different. As you can see here, I have two teams. One is Wiking and the other one is Totenkopf. That means that I'm going to make two Panzer division. And of course there will be some rules to obey. So let's have a look at the rules and how I'm going to play it. First of all, as you can see here, every map I will divide up in 3 zones, maybe only 2. It depends on how the map is. There will be a zone for Vikings and this zone for Totenkopf. And here we got the neutral zone, which means Team Viking have to transport his units from here up here and then stay in this area here. He cannot fight in here. Not plane, nothing. He cannot go in here. But because the map is starting as it is, I have to be here and fast as possible come up. And then this team here have to capture this area here. And Totenkopf team will capture this area here. And then we need this one. It's a neutral zone. That means I can come in from here as Viking, and Brynjus, who is leading the Totenkopf division, has to come in from here. This is neutral zone. We can both kill in here and we can both have army in here, but Brynjus cannot put army in here or plane or anything. We have to stay on east side. So this is how I'm going to divide up the map. So every team have his area. And as you can see here, there's an overview of the 2 division. And I'm going to have one for each map. So this will, of course, getting longer and longer and longer. And this will be the total kill from this Panzer division here. And of course the same as for Viking Panzer division. And now you maybe think, why did I choose Brynjus to be Totenkopf division and myself as Viking? It's simply because I'm Danish. So I think Viking will be the right name for my division. And I like the name Totenkopf. So Brynjus got that. Anyway, this is going to be all the map here, so you can see every map what loses and kills and heroes, and if you lose any units and so on, it will be here. I will also have them separated. As you can see down here, this is the 3rd SS Panzer Division Totenkopf. This is what unit he have in this. And Brynjus, who is the leader, he decide what to buy here. That means every time I finish a mission, I will ask Brynjus, do you have any wishes? And of course it depends on how much prestige we have, and I have to buy it and I have to use it. So it's up to Brynjus what to have. Of course, if he's not saying anything, I will go in and buy what I think there's need. But Brynjus will stay in charge here. He will lead this group here. And of course, he's the one who decides if I'm going to buy whatever he need. That could be another artillery, that could be another recon, because he doesn't have a recon. So he have to build up his own Panzer division. And I, of course, will play with whatever he choose. And you can see down here, next captured unit, no. Next XC unit, yes. And next named unit, no. It's not what's really count now. It's just to show an example. That means for every captured unit, we have to say the first captured unit maybe will be Brynjas, and then I will have the next one, and we will swift. So we will, well, have a captured unit every second time it's possible. And the same goes for the SE unit, and the same goes for the named unit. And this is where I'm going to write down if they're going to have any heroes. And you can see here, this is the starting icon. This is what the unit is now. And well, going to have 2 lines down here. And then of course we also have for Wiking. As you can see here, you have the chance of getting your name on. That means I choose to have this Panzer division, and I choose it because Brynjas has told me that he wants to be a Panzer 1A. And I think that will be fair that I also start as a Panzer 1A. And if anyone wants their name on any unit, you are free to do so. Normally, Guzman will always choose this recon here. That's why I put him by default here. So if Guzman doesn't want his name in this game, or doesn't want him to be a recon or any, but prefer one of the others here, well, I will change that. But for now, he stays as a recon. And you can see the same down here, possible to capture or SC, I don't know. But it's all about who's having the first one, and then you switch. I could give you an example. The named unit. When you start up in Poznan, the first named unit you will have is Rodel. Rodel will appear as a younger 87B. So if the dice decide that Brynjas will have that, I will have the next one, Oleg Dirk. And then he will have Kershaw, and then I will have Lent, and so on. So it's the dice who decide who is getting what. The SE units, it's a little different. Because let's say Brynjas have the first SE unit, and he decides to sell it because he's getting something that he doesn't want. I can sell for myself. I'm only going to have Panzer. So if I'm getting a Gebirgsjäger or Wehrmacht or something like that, I'm going to sell it. But if Brynjas got the first SE unit and I sell my next SE unit, then Brynjas will have the next one. Then he will have 2 SE units, and I will have done. So you have to decide what to do with the SE unit every time. But I know I'm only going for Panzer. So, and of course again here with the captured unit in Poland, Warsaw, you will capture artillery. And that's also the dice who decide who is going for that. Anyway, this is how each team will look on paper. Then we have the rules. It's all about score. How many points do you get? So there's a little competition here. You can see Brynjas' team. Totenkopf have 0 because he made 0 on Poznan. Oh, it's because we didn't play it yet. And the same for me with Wiking. We have 0. But how do you get points? Well, let's check this part here first. Heroes plus 3 points. That means if you get a hero, no matter what hero it is, if one of your units get a hero, you will have 3 points for that hero. And then if the hero have, let's put in an example, if the hero have +1 attack, you will have 3 for the hero and 1 point for the attack, which means that hero gives you 4 points. Of course, if they attack 2, the hero will give you 5 points, and +3, the hero will give you 6 points. And these are the points you can see here. And there will also be here all objective. victory hectares and cities. Of course, let's go back to the map here. I know this is a city. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about victory cities like this one or this one here. So I have to capture all these 5. And Brynjus have to capture these 4. If I fail, I didn't get this one. Then, let me show you here what happened. Then a team get -5 point. It's simply because he didn't get his goal. So -5 point. And if I lost with 1 city, that another minus, which means if I didn't get all 5 but only 4, I will get -6 point. Let's say that I only get 2 out of 5. That means I get -5, -3, because 3 victory point I miss, that -8. So it's important that each team reach their goals. Of course, as it is in Poznan, here you can see there's a shared city. If no team get that city, but get all their own goals as it is here, there won't be any minus point, because what's the point of giving -5 to each team? It's still the same score. So neutral city, well, it doesn't count as point. As I wrote here, teams take turns to get name units, and the same for captured units and the same for SE units. If you lose one of the core units, and one of the core units is whatever you can bring to the next scenario, you get -5 point. So again, you have to take care of your units. Teams, if a team kills 1,000 kills, it get +1 point, which means if I get 1,000 Polish troop, I cannot do that in Poznan, but when I reach 1,000 kills, I get 1 point here, and of course here also. What about the prestige? All prestige will be shared. All the prestige you earn through the game, you will share, no matter what. Except if Brynjus' team makes a unit surrender, it's only Brynjus who get that point. I cannot get it, because he gets some extra point because he makes an extra effort, if you can understand that. So if a team make another unit to surrender, the team will have that prestige. It's not shared. And here, no unit may enter other team's zone. Teams may only help each other in neutral zone, and all water is neutral zone. Let's have a look at that. That means, as I told you before, Brynjus, he will start down here because the first mission I have Guzman up here. So I have to bring all my units up here to go on this side here. Brynjus will stay down here. He's not allowed to cross over here. He have to capture this, and so on, and go up here. He cannot go in here. Not even his plane. His plane have to stay in the zone. Planes can only fly into neutral zone. Neutral zone means everyone can go in there. But his plane cannot go in here. That means if he have a fighter, the Polish fighter, attacking me here, and Brynjus have a plane, he cannot fly in and attack it. I have to deal with that problem. It's my problem because it's my zone. I hope that's clear. No team units can enter another team unit's area. And that means if he have fighter and he bomb me and I cannot do anything about it, it's just bad for me. I have to put an army together that can defend myself against all enemy. That's why it's important what you buy here in the start. I can give you an example. I have the fighter to start with in my team. Brynjus doesn't have a fighter, so he have nothing to fight against plane. So he will be bad luck for him. But I know something. He's going to start with this here as a helping unit, and he will also have this here as a helping unit to start with. So he have this one here to help him in this area and up here. But he cannot fly in here, he cannot go in here. So if I have problem or he have problem with playing, well, we have to deal with it. I hope it's clear. No teams in the other team's zone. No units. Well, here, when a team must capture an unit, the team choose where to start. Let me give you an example again. Warsaw North. Let's say we are there. On the right side, in the middle of the map, you can capture an artillery. And if the dices decide that the first captured unit will be Brynjas, then no matter which turn it is to decide whatever it is, Brynjas are the one who's going to capture that unit. He decide where on the map he will start, in which zone. Of course, I divide up the zones, and Brynjas have to start where he choose, because he have to get that unit. So it's just to make it easier for a team. And then this little one here, it's very important. Restart scenario if you get a low quality heroes. What is a low quality heroes? Well, I put it up here, so there will be no excuse. Anti-tank, no matter pack or Jagdjäger or Panzerjäger or whatever you choose. Spotting, if you get spotting, it's a crap hero, and I will restart the scenario. Not this the map totally, but that turn I will restart. And the same goes for artillery. If I get spotting or initiative, I'm going to restart. That's a crappy hero. And of course, anti-aircraft, spotting and initiative. So this is what I have to restart. And of course, if a team get, let's say, an artillery, get a spotting +1, the team doesn't get 4 points, 3 for the hero and 1 for the spotting, and then I restart. No, there will be no point in that. It's only heroes that are accepted that will give point. Well, I think that was it. That was a lot of info, and I hope that you're not confused. This is going to be the end of this information here. There is one thing that I want you to think about. Do you want your name in one of the team? You have to choose any of these here that are a variable. You cannot say I want a Heinkel 111 and then Brynjas have to buy a Heinkel. You have to choose these units who are here. I don't know which units Brynjas want to start with, but well, you have the chance of telling me that. I can tell you, let me find my mouse here. Here, this is what I start with on my team. I have already Guzman, and of course, if he's not satisfied with the recon, I hope he will tell me. And here I have 3 units you can choose between, and then I know that I'm going to buy 2 artillery. I'm going to buy 2 of these here artillery, the artillery you see down here, 7.5 FK16. I'm going to buy 2 of them, so they will also be here. If you want to have one of these, your name on, let me know, but you cannot choose another. You have to stick with the unit that they are. I hope it makes sense, and feel free to put in your name on any units here. So choose one here or choose one here. Of course, Brynjas will be Panzer 1. It cannot be changed. Before we end, let me ask Brynjas, when we start up the game, we play on Rommel. So Brynjas, you will have 400 prestige to start with. Do you have any wishes of any unit that you want to buy. Let me put it this way here. If you do not choose and say to me, I want to have another Wehrmacht or something else, I will buy a recon and I will buy one more of these here. That still means you have no air defense at all, except for the Messerschmitt 110, but you will only have it for this round here. So if you do not say anything, I will buy an artillery and I will buy a recon. So, Brynjus, it's your team. What do you want? You have 400 prestige before I start the mission. Anyway, I hope to see a lot of name, and I hope this is going to be fun. Bye bye. Well, just after I finished the introduction to the new game, I decided that I also going to put in the information about the SC, the name and the captured unit. So let's have a look. Who will start with the first captured unit? If you get 1, 2 or 3, you will have the first captured unit. So, Brynjus, will you have the first captured unit? No, that will be me. So, let's have a look at the SE unit. Brynjus, 1, 2 and 3, you will have the first SE unit. Let's see if you're lucky. Yes, you will have the first SE unit. Then the named unit, which means who is going to start with Rodel. There. So 1, 2 and 3, Brynjus, that will mean you will have Rodel 1, 2 and 3. No, I'm the one who's going to have Rodel. Well, best of luck then.